Hi traders, and welcome to the weekly commodity report. I'm your host Paul. In this video we're going to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's get started. I'm going to start with natural gas. This is the futures contract, the October contract. It's a 2-hour chart here. So last week I thought that this would just be like the A and we were going to get a B and then still one more up for C. But definitely looks like this was all the correction. So it would be like a WXY. So now I think it's going to come down, and it looks like it's coming down in a diagonal format. And looks to me like we got one there, 3 ways up to there for 2. And then this was just a really big, I think this is the A, the B, and then they made a big impulse. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then 5, all the way down. So now I'm looking for a 4th wave, and I'm looking for it. Now we do, if I drill into a 30-minute chart, there are already 3 waves up. 1, 2, 3. It would really be nice to see it get into this 2, 1, 6 range at least. So right now it's not clear exactly what this pattern is. It could be like this was the A wave, and then they just made a really quick 3-wave down for B. And now maybe this is going to be a 5-wave impulse for C. 1, 2, and then they'll come up 3, 4, and get somewhere into this purple range. And then go back to 2-hour, then that'll be the 4 somewhere in here, and then it should come down in 3 waves. Break that 1991 low for the 5th wave. And then I think natural gas is finally in a position where the low, the multi-month low is in. So I got to wait and see. I mean, first we got to make sure that this area holds if they come up one more time. Because as it stands right now, we do only have 3 waves. So, I mean, it's possible, I guess, that this could have been like A, and then this could be B. They could still like come all the way back up here for the C wave, make a really big correction, and then rip it down to break the low. So just depends on how long they want to keep price in this range. So let's see if this area, this purple zone, if it holds, and then we get a reversal and a break of that low. That's what I'm expecting, that they're going to put an ending diagonal in. But yeah, if you see price pushing above 2.256, then I think it's going to come all the way back up to this 2.4 range. And from up here, then, like I said last week, that up here I would entertain doing a short, but nothing in here, because I don't think you're just playing for much. So yeah, expecting one more drop. Well, I guess one more, maybe push up into the purple zone, and then one more drop to break the low. Oil. All right, so oil, there's a couple of patterns. I'm only looking, as I said last week, I think a triangle completed. So I'm only looking for bearish patterns now. And I'm looking, go to a daily, looking for 3 waves after what I think is the E wave over here on the high of July. Looking for 3 waves to come and break 63. So far, there's 1, 2, 3, but we don't know exactly what the pattern is yet. Could be that this is A, that's B, and now they're going to come 1, 2, and then give like a 3, 4, and a 5, or there's several other patterns too. This could be ABC. that was A. And then if that's the case, I would expect oil to come back up into this like 78, 79 range. So we drill in a little. Because this was really sharp up. So and it came right down into this green zone. So there was a possibility that, like I said, like this was A, and then if they give a three-wave pattern up into this zone, that could be B. And then from there, you'd get a real strong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sell-off for the C wave. So a couple patterns in play. We just don't know what it is, but I'm only looking for sells in oil. It feels like it will come up into this red zone, but we don't know. I mean, like I said, that this could be A and B, and if that's the case, this could be 1 and 2, and then it won't be coming back up here, and it's just going to keep dropping. So obviously, if it breaks 71.43, then this isn't like the B range. I think it's going to just be creating a big impulse, and it's coming down. For the third wave, you'll get a 4, and then still one more to go break that low for the fifth wave. So, yeah, a couple of ways you could play it, but I'm only looking for sells. All right, let's go on to the metals. Start with copper. All right, so copper. Looks like we got an ABC. I don't know why this all shifted here. So we only have 3 waves up. Oh, my whole chart is messed up here. That's a little better. We had 3 waves up. So if it's going to be going up, it's going to be going up, I think, in a diagonal format. Now, if it breaks this 392, I think my bigger pattern is definitely going to be invalidated, because I'm thinking it's going up in a diagonal, and it should be starting for the fifth wave, because I think the 4 ended here on August. What is it, like August 8th? So it should be starting to go back up. So now I was wondering if contract rollover here. There was a big gap with the market just opened. Futures market just opened up. Big gap up, but that's because of the contract roll. So I'm kind of expecting, like, if it's going to go up in a diagonal, ABC, that was 1. Should be like an A, B, and then come back down into this green zone for 2, and then come up for, a 3, 4, and then a 5. That's if it's going to go up impulsively. But like I said, this 392 I think is an important level. If that breaks, then the bigger pattern I think becomes invalidated, and then they could be making like a big diagonal going down. It could have like 1 and 2. This could be 3, and then that'd be 4, and then it could be coming down in 3 waves for 5. And then somewhere down here, then actually copper would become viable, but only for a correction, because you'd have a leading diagonal then. But you would be getting a pretty sizable correction, bigger than anything that we've had yet. So, yeah, a couple ways you could play it. I mean, definitely down here, I'd only want to be looking for buys, but given what I see as an A, B, and a C, and then it just came straight down, I'd want to give a good 3-wave correction before I'd be looking for a buy to go back up. Because this would give you a better risk to reward. Because then, even if it does break the low, like I said, somewhere down there in the 3.8, 3.7 range, it will be coming back up then to correct that 5-wave diagonal. So, yeah, I wouldn't be buying here. I'd wait just to see what the pattern really is. All right, let's go on to gold. Okay, gold. It looks like they're making a diagonal here. Because you got a 1 and you got a 2 and then you got 3 waves up. We do already have the 3 waves, but then all they've done is give us 3 waves up. So there is a possibility that the 4 actually isn't in. And that 3 waves is just the A. This 3 waves up was the B, and now they're going to come down again. And then the 4 is just going to be sliding over here. So given where gold is, I think you already have to be in it because you're not going to be playing for a whole lot, because then after this diagonal, once they break that 25.31, then there's going to be some type of correction and it's going to come right back to you. So it wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be wise to be buying right here. I think you got to be in from somewhere else. But definitely if it does come back down, then that gives you a little better risk to reward here. So yeah, gold, I mean, it's still possible because they could be going up. It's going to be going up in 3 ways. So that could be A, and then they'll be coming down for the B and then going up for the C. But like I said, it's just buying here, unless you think gold is going to, I don't know, 2700. I don't think buying here gives you enough, because once it breaks, like I said, at any moment that could be reversing for a bigger correction. So if it does come down from here, then that gives you a little bit more attractive entry, because then you'd be playing still only 2.8% or so. So yeah, gold, I think you really need to already be in it and just let this pattern play out. Might want to wait for a much bigger correction after that 5 waves is completed. All right, let's move on to silver. So last week I said, there's a possibility that silver was making a possibility of a diagonal. So 1, 2, and then 3. And then in this zone, you got to watch, because this could be 4, and then it would come down in 3 waves for 5. But given what I'm seeing now, it definitely looks like we've got 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that's the case, even if this corrects from right, or goes up from where it is right now, which it did come down into this purple zone, and it comes back up, I don't think that's part of this diagonal. That 4 is so big compared to like the 2. It doesn't feel like that would be the 4. I guess it could be, maybe make an expanding diagonal. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be a really expanding diagonal. Yeah, still possible, I guess. But I would have expected somewhere in this purple zone, this 297, to pretty much be the high, and silver would have to go back up to give you a 3-way, so you'd be in the 30 range. So I'm going to take this off. I don't think that this is a diagonal, and I think this was all just a correction into this purple zone, and now you got a 5-wave move up. And so they're in a buyable zone right here if they're just going to make a shallow correction. But obviously if they drop into this green zone, then that becomes obviously a whole lot more attractive, because after that 5-wave move, I would definitely be expecting a correction down and then for it to go back up, and I'd be targeting above 32.50, 51, that previous high there. So let's see which zone is the support zone here, where the buyers are stepping in here. This down move seems feels pretty impulsive. So it almost, you know, like we have like a 1 and a 2, and now this is all just kind of dropping. So it feels like this might all just be like an A wave. You're going to get a B wave, but then still one more down. So that's why I feel like this green zone might be the preferred zone. But who knows? This could be just a big ABC into this zone, and it's going to take off higher. I think, though, if they do that, I think that would be A, B, and a C. And then I think then they'll be going up probably in a diagonal. And you'll probably be able to buy here anyway. So, yeah, I wouldn't be a buyer in this purple zone. I'd only be a buyer in the green. Let's see which one happens. All right, let's go on to uranium. All right, uranium. Still hard to tell if this is all the correction. Came wicked up into above that purple zone, and now it's starting to sell off again. And it's very possible. It looks like there's just 1, 2, 3 waves. Now coming down, it does look like there's 3 waves. So, but if it does go back up from right here, then that looks just like an A, a B, and then a C. And then there's a possibility that they come all the way under 22.79, or if they're going to be going up, it's going to go up in a diagonal, and that'll be 1, and then you'll get a deeper correction for 2, and then it would go up. So yeah, I wouldn't be a buyer here. I'd want to see what happened, because there is a very possibility that the pattern is that they come and break this low one more time, given that this was just a 3-wave move up to here. So let's see now, if they do give like a deeper correction and then it comes up, then this looks really good, because then that could be 1 and that could be 2, and then they could be coming up for 3, 4, and a 5. So just got to wait and see what this piece here does, because right now it just looks kind of corrected, just getting a little choppy here, and it's kind of just rejecting off of that 27 high. I'd want to see if this is a shallow correction and they break 27.55. I'd wait for a bigger correction, because it could be coming all the way down. So not unless you're just scalping and playing for a break above 27.55, I'd wait and see what this is going to turn out to be. All right, that's what I see in the commodities. Hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes and support. I'll see you in the next video.